Now the guilt of that made us ashamed. You got it right? So shame is the disappointment that we said, we tried willpower and it just didn't work. We have disappointment with ourselves from the guilt of sin. And let me go even further about this one, about shame and guilt. Here's guilt. We feel guilty. Guilty, it says, read this with me, I feel bad because of my sin. That's guilt. Feel bad. What shame mean? We start thinking, I am bad. I am a failure. I am this. And not separating that action from the person. So what you say here? That at this point, because we rely on Jesus, because we trust in Him, we are not going to be in a situation where we are bad because of sin, because the sin is no longer on our account. And then lastly, from verse 31, Israel, I want you to just read this with me, please, and then you can go back and look at and write that down. Let's read this together from the I for Israel. Israel, though ever in pursuit of a law, they always trying to find a law to try to get close to God. Keep going. For the securing of righteousness, keep going. Right standing with God actually did not succeed in fulfilling the law. Israel said, I'm going to get right with God by keeping all 613 laws. James 2:10 says, if you break one, you break them all. So here they were trying to pursue a law for righteousness, and they were never able to succeed in fulfilling that law. Thank God for Jesus. Thank God for Jesus. Repeat that with me 3 times. Thank God for Jesus. Thank God for Jesus. Thank God for Jesus. Because Jesus did what we could not do. They tried to fulfill the law. The only one that could fulfill the law perfectly was Jesus. And now we are righteous because of our faith in Him. I want to give us one more, so we'll talk about this later. I want to give us one last thing here as we finish up. I want to go back in here and talk about this idea of imputation here. And this is where we'll end with this, and we're going to pick this up again next week as well. Read this with me, please. Imputation addresses sin consciousness. Well, what do you think sin consciousness is? What do you think that is? Sin consciousness. You're conscious about sin. Yeah, that's okay. I was like saying, was a circular. So yeah, so sin consciousness. You didn't hang around since you wanted to long. She did. So the idea is, so sin consciousness, conscious about sin. What does that mean? Sin consciousness. What does that mean? It means that our focus is on the sin. So think about this. How many of us have ever prayed and our prayers at night were recounting all our sins for the day? Lord, that's a depressing night. Lord, you go. Lord, I thank you, my shepherd. I shall not want. I want you to forgive me for this one, this one. That's 2 hours of prayer. So the idea was, this idea of sin, what sin consciousness is about, is that we are so focused on sin that we cannot enjoy the righteousness that God's provided. You with me on that? The sin consciousness, that all my thoughts, all my energy, all my attention is going to sin. Instead of all my energy, all my thoughts, all my interaction going toward righteousness. Let me just make this clear for you. So at this point, Hebrews 10:2, you don't have to read this, but just write this down. It says that no longer, they want to stop doing, since worshipers have been cleansed, we no longer have any guilt or consciousness of sin. No longer have any guilt or consciousness of sin. Let me make this clear for you for just a moment. So a few years ago, my wife, this is before Eric was married, our daughters, my sister, my nephew, all drove down to Mississippi in the summertime, in August, for a family reunion. Only place hotter on earth than Mississippi in the summertime is Texas in the summertime. We go down there in the shade. I see the mama, it's 120 degrees, we in the shade. What about everybody all dark and burning? So the idea was, we go to the family, as we're going down to the family reunion, I'm talking for a while, and let me ask you a question. For those who've been on the highway for a long time, what happens eventually with the speed? What do you do with your speed after a while? If you start getting tired, been on the road for a while, you gonna go below the speed limit? Everybody in here. And so here's the point. Most of us don't find ourselves getting like this. So on our way down to the reunion, there was a work zone, and I'm just zooming through that thing, and got pulled over, and Eric, ooh. I should have had it there. So we get pulled over there. Now here's what happened. We have never, that composition of people has never been in a car again. My wife, myself, our 2 daughters, my sister, my nephew, ever in the car again. So what do you think after I got that ticket I was thinking about for the rest of the time? Huh? See, Kitty, we're in the same family. We got some family members we prefer not to see again. So let's bring it back. So the idea was, I got the ticket in my hands on the dashboard. What do you think I'm thinking about for the rest of that trip? The ticket. So I got the ticket so we went from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, had to cut on over here, over to Alabama, through Mississippi. So they got it right down there, like around Georgia somewhere. And the whole rest of the time, I'm focusing on where the next cop is. Well, here's the point. Still speeding. I don't act like I'm the only one up here. Because I lost time with Barney Fife pulling me over. So I had to make up time. So every time, you know how you start seeing a car come up behind you, you start to slow down, and don't let it have like a little rack on the top. And it's skis, but you don't know when you start speeding. Or somebody's on the side of the road, they got a little BW on the side, a little Volkswagen, and all you know is a car on the side. And if it's a cop, they're not going to be pointed that way when you come from here. So the whole rest of the trip, I'm looking everywhere a cop is. Now there is wonderful fellowship going on. Wonderful conversation going on. Beautiful day. I'm missing all that because my focus is on the law. My focus is on speeding. Everything else was beautiful. I'm talking about, it was part of, I don't know, something happened. Once we left the Georgia line and went to Alabama, Mississippi, it got like 20 degrees hotter than our state. But we kept on going down, and they were laughing, and the whole time they laughing, I'm not participating because I'm still looking for Barney Fife. That's sin consciousness. If all I'm doing is focusing on my sin, I can't even enjoy life. Now here's the point. The word says, if we're going to talk about this next week, in Romans it says the law strengthens sin. So the more I'm trying to live by the law, and the more I don't live by the law, I'm going to sin more. The law, if I'm trying to so the point was the law, Romans does us know that the law gives strength to sin. The law increases sin because I'm trying to keep trying and never am successful, so more sin occurs. I'm so focused on wondering whether, now here's the point, never saw another cop for the rest of the journey. But I missed out on all this fellowship. Missed out on all, when we finally made it, they started talking about they passed by something on the side, like there's a beautiful field of flowers. I'm still looking for Barney Fife. Everybody's celebrating all this. I'm still looking for it. Because that's what sin does. Sin consciousness, I'm so conscious about everything I've ever done wrong, and everything I want to do wrong, and everything I'm fixing to do wrong, that all I'm focused on, I can't enjoy life because my focus is on sin. That's sin consciousness. And here's what happened. Read this with me, please. We'll finish up. You give power. If I focus on sin, I'm giving sin power. But if I focus on righteousness, come on, I'm giving righteousness. Come on now. If I focus on sin, I'm going to give sin more power in my life. But if I focus on righteousness, I'm going to give righteousness more power. Here's the next one. Oh, I love this one. Read this, please. What you focus on does what? So if I focus on sin, we all know how it is. You know how you had this thought, like, I'm going to go up here and do this. Then you start thinking about that thing, and you work the details out, then you do it. If you focus so long, it expanded. Same thing with righteousness. If I focus on righteousness will expand. Come on, believers. If I'm focusing on sin, what's sin going to do? Expand. If I focus on righteousness, what is it going to do? Expand. Whatever I'm focusing on, it's going. Here's what happened. So some people have continued to worry. Well, what's going to happen with this worry? Worry is not going to say, oh, stop thinking about me. Worry has some trends. Fretting and doubting and fearing. And when worry moves into the apartment of your mind, it's going to go out here and invite some other folk. You talking about invitation? It's going to invite all the other folk. And you got a party going over your head and wondering why, because you kept focusing on worry. But if I focus on the word is going to expand. And the more I have the word, the less worry I'm going to have. The more I have the word, the less worry I have. The more I have the word, whatever I'm focusing on is going to expand. So if I'm focusing only on my sin, sin is going to expand. But if I focus on the fact I'm righteousness is going to expand. And then, so now here, then this is the last one I want to give, last part we have here. So years ago, we went in and took our youth group from the church and also took some Bennett bales of skiing. What don't you think we saw on the ski slope? Huh? When we drove up, what don't you think we saw a lot of? Black folk. So that is, so we the only ones there. And so they had, and I'm going to give my wife props on this because this is really, so there was a ski slope that was about as tall as the top of the Core Convention Center. Like you just look at like, oh, Lord. Then they had this thing called a bunny slope. It was about, here's the ground about this high. So to get to the top of the ski slope, you had to take a lift to take you up there to go higher and higher. My wife's getting smaller and smaller. She's like, baby, you want to go? I'm like, no, I'm good. So now this. So as I'm saying, I hear pray for you. So now, and skis are just unnatural. You know what I'm saying? Like, they big planks. You know, you turn. So, on the bunny slope, was this high. I said, whatever y'all got, you know, we didn't have all the camera phones. I said, y'all gotta get an instrument. Y'all gotta get me going on this bunny slope. This is the only thing that's happening on skis. So, I went from here to here on the bunny slope. I was done. That was my skiing. So, I can say, I skied. Now they blinked, they missed it, never see it again. But so I'm done with, I have put my ski, as my wife is going up on the ski slope, I have put my skis on, been on the bunny slope, taking them off, she's sitting at the top. And I finally see a web because she had the big red hat on. I knew it's cold out there. I said, there my baby, oh, whoa. And so she starts coming down. And folk going down here just zoom, zoom. And like, 5 minutes, she's still up there. Now I'm talking on her way down. 10 minutes later, she's still up there. 15 minutes. And she got her skis like this, like going like half a mile an hour. I'm like, I can take a nap before she gets it. So she finally makes it down there. So, but here's the point. While she's coming down, there's some Bennett Bales who have never skied before, and they decide they're going to keep their skis straight. Now, here's the point. If you keep your skis straight, what do you think is going to happen? Going faster. One girl went by so quickly, and she started tumbling. You know how you end up like in a ball of snow? That's what they call her Muffin. Her name was Muffin. Man, she had snow all over like Santa Claus about that. I said, you want to go back again? No, take me home. So, and all the folks just zooming back. Little kid, 8 years old, went down the slope, went back up past it that way 2 times, and she's still coming down. But my baby made it go, praise God. Here's the point. Amen, praise God, she made it. Now, I'm not going to go up there knowing I could go back home with a broken limb. You know, that's not a sport to me. The bunny thing was fine. I saw what the skis felt like. Literally, the bunny slope was from here to here. I said, y'all looking? Done. So she's still up there coming down. Now, what's the whole point of skiing? Here's the point. The point of skiing and what she said with me was, look in the direction you want to go. When you're skiing, the whole point, like you don't want to go this way and be looking that way. Go where you think you're going to go. That way. You got to look in the direction you want to go. So if you want to go in the